Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Non-League Premier League here with Bath City today with the FA Trophy tie against Canvey Island, where I will be experimenting with my team. We did get an email through today. Bath City Youth Intake Review. Sadly, no so-called golden generation this time. We just have a very average intake with the stand-up player looking like they're going to be a defensive midfielder. Central midfielders aren't great and goalkeepers lack quality, and that's all it says. Um, the other thing I do need to catch you up on is I have made a new signing. Some may call it a panic signing, but it's this guy here, Danilo Orsi. He was a free agent, so I've actually got rid of a couple of players that I wasn't using that I've transfer listed and loaned, and brought in a brand new striker. Looks average for our team. It's more of a bit of a panic buy with the fact that we've not been scoring the goals like I've been wanting us to. So I put in a new striker in somewhat of a panic. Going into this game today, I am going to pick a rotated squad, a full rotation. What I would really like to see is some of my youth players coming in. So let's make sure I filter in those players and start making up some kind of team. So Bins in goal, I'm comfortable with. Cornick, I kind of want to see. Maybe here go in over Morris and swap with Sweeton. I did actually want to play this formation. I'm quickly going to do that. Pick rotated squad, full rotation, and see what this says. So in possession, Byron, Morris, Tomlinson. And out of possession, it's Byron, Morris, Tomlinson. Sweeton playing the right back and DM role I don't like. I think I'd be better off trying to put Reigns in this right back slot to do the dual role of DM. We then got Gallagher, who I'm going to take off, and I want to see Louis Sweeton in the team. Keto on the left, Beardmore on the right. Seager on the right, Beardmore and Cam, Windsor up top. Instead of Windsor, we are going to play our new striker. And instead of Keto, I'm going to bring on Jenkins Davies, who's been moaning that he wants more game time, and the whole team are going against me because I'm not giving him enough. Where is his name? Jenkins Davies. Don't actually see him anywhere. I think I'm being blind. Oh, he's already on my team. Ignore me. Ignore me. On the bench, I do want Dolling. I'm going to take Greenslade off. I want one of my young Rivers or Diop. Rivers, I think, because he can play right and centre as well. Whilst Richards might as well come off. And we're actually put on Diop and McPherson, the clinical finisher, can come on for Gallagher. Means we have no defensive subs, so hopefully nothing bad happens there. But we're just trying something in this FA Trophy game, which doesn't mean that much to me. I'd like to win silverware, but when you're in a promotion playoffs, you know, how much do you want to keep rotating your squad? And if you go far in each competition, you're going to have to try and win them all. And then your players are getting tired and their fixture schedule comes thick and fast. So it's an opportunity to give some people a chance to stretch their legs who haven't played that often. Ryan Seager being a main one who actually are trying to get rid of. Byron, Tomlinson, who don't play that much. Reigns, who hasn't played that much. Sweeton gets a chance. A few of the other players. Keto, who was great for us in our first season, barely gets a look in this season. So it's giving them opportunities, and Orsi will get his first game for us up top. See what he's about in this game. It's a game we should expect to win regardless, but we all know what FM's like. Canvey Island get an opportunity or two, suddenly they score a goal. And it changed the whole outlook of the game. And that's a hell of a save by Bins to keep us in it, but that's what I mean. And there's another opportunity that I think was saved by Bins. So there is potential that we do lose this game. I would be annoyed, but I wouldn't be too upset to be able to focus more on the league. And obviously when the FA Cup comes round, the money we can get if we actually go far in that is unbelievable. So we will be trying to get as far as we can in the FA Cup. At least the first round proper, I would hope. But there's potential that even that doesn't happen. But I've chucked a new formation in I've never tried out before. You'll remember I made it a few episodes ago. This felt like a chance to try it out. And I might be regretting that by the fact that Canvey Island really are dominating the chances this game, the highlights. Byron with the long ball. Horsey can't get on the end of it, and it's into the hands of Moxie. A long ball forward. Rains wins that. Jenkins Davies taps it to Horsey now. Out wide to Keto. What a ball that is. And a quick pass by Seago lands at Jenkins Davies. There is the lead, but can we appreciate the original ball from Keto out on the left? Touchdown, touch inside, easy finish for Jenkins Davies, the man who's been moaning he wants more game time, which is hard when Beardmore's done so good this season. Ball back with Binns here, just past the 20-minute mark of the first half. Plays it short to Tomlinson. He looks long, but Horsey can't win that. And here come Canvey Island again. Silver, Cashkit. Cuts inside, plays it back. And Binns with another top save. Binns, who I don't think's played the game for the majority of this season. He may not have played one at all. Putting off some brilliant saves here. And I can see what this formation does for us. Attacking wise, we get opportunities. But defensively, we give away a lot of opportunities. And that's one back high up by Seager. Seager now whips that ball in towards Beardmore. Flicked away, lands to Sweeten. Into Keto. Keto swings that in on his right for that time. Seager off the bar. And cleared by the Canvey defender. Seager still on the ball, Bath still on the attack here. Jenkins Davies now. He whips that in. Horsey, that's off the woodwork, I think. Rains picks it up. In that right back / DM position. Tomlinson going forward. Seager now. He whips that in again. Nothing comes of it. I was hoping Keto would smash that Van Persie-esque on his left foot into the top bins. But sadly, nothing came of it. And you can see Canvey Island getting a lot of opportunities here. That might say to me at half time, let's go back to my normal formation. But sometimes it's good to try something new, especially in games like this where you're against weaker opposition and you do have the chance to try new things. And that's a penalty one there by Jenkins Davies, who will step up to take it. Will he get his second goal of the first half? And here he is. He steps up, straight down the middle. Canvey Island keeper with no chance there. And we are 2-0 up, just past the 35-minute mark. The ball with Moxie again. Seems to be where a lot of Canvey's attacks start. A long ball. Morris wins out of the back. Beardmore controls it nicely to Seager. To Horsey now. Linking up play. Jenkins Davies back up to Seager, who's not had the worst game. And that's a good ball. Horsey beats the keeper to it. Moxie in no man's land, but just cannot get that shot on target. A very strong first half by Jenkins Davies, Seager and Binns. Keto's been alright as well. Horsey missing some opportunities up top. He needs to sort that out the second half. And here we go, straight in. I feel no pressure to make any subs, to change anything yet. I am debating changing the formation because we're giving away a lot of opportunities. But nothing that Binns at the back isn't handling. Morris picks up the ball on the edge. Beardmore to Keto, plays it back to Morris again. Into Rains. Quick short pass in there. And a ball over the top to Keto. Who can he pick out in the middle? That is Horsey there. An easy tap in. A great assist there by Keto. And that is Horsey's goal on his debut less than a week after he signed for us. And there it was from the midfield. Morris picks out a beautiful ball out to Keto. Touches it down. Pings it across, and Horsey just there in between the two centre backs to head home easily. this is becoming a better, more dominant performance from Bath here. Getting chances and getting the goals more importantly. And an opportunity here again for Bath. Jenkins-Davies on the set piece here. Swings it in. Was that Orsi who won that header over the bar? Maybe he's not quite the finisher I need. I've got a plethora of strikers at the moment. Potentially way too many. With the fact that I've got Foki, Orsi and Dolling now all fighting for that one striker position. I may switch the tactic up to have two up front. In possession and out of possession, one of those strikers just drops down. We'll have to have a look at who I've got and the opportunities I've got to change. And that's a poor ball out at the back. Giving the ball to Canvey Island with Jenkins on the wing. He's allowed to cut inside. Easy pass, easy finish for Kane Bradbury. And that's a poor goal to concede, really. But a good opportunity to look at making some subs. Seeger's looking tired. Let's get Diot on. Let's also get Rivers on for Jenkins-Davies. Byron at the back. I didn't bring a backup defender. So Rainsy boy is going to drop into centre back. And Byron can come off. And we'll bring on McPherson. Beardmore will have to drop back. Orsi can play in the cam role with McPherson up top. Hopefully we don't concede two more before the full-time whistle. Orsi, considering he scored, not having the best game down there with only a 6.9. Whilst Keto with just an assist, it's up at 8. And it's very even. If anything, Canvey Island's had the majority of the opportunities. We are just lucky that we're playing against a weaker opposition today. And to be honest, Binns made those very important saves in the first half. But we're running down towards the full-time whistle. A couple of our youth players on in Diot, Rivers and McPherson. These were some of the brightest stars from the golden generation, it was called, last season. So it's good to get them mixed in with the main team. McPherson with a bit of hold-up play out to Diot. Diot plays it. McPherson backhills to Keto, and that's finished. Apparently no assist, but we all saw McPherson there with the back heel. And Keto just drives that in, and that's good play from the Youth Academy boys. There's Diot. You can see at the back post Keto was free, but McPherson first onto it. Back heels into Keto's path. And a nice tidy finish. Making the game end 4-1 here to Bath City as we reach the next round of the FA Trophy. I was never really worried about that game. Like I said, I took a risk, rotated the tactic, heavily rotated the team, as you would expect in the early rounds of these kind of competitions. That's really what they're there for, to get some of your players who aren't playing that much up to match fitness, match sharpness, and also give some players an opportunity in and around the first team for any kind of experience. I'm a bit upset with myself that I haven't involved many of the Youth Academy players this season, but with how well we've been playing and how high we up, and here we are, some offers for Seeger. Yeah, anyone can have him. Let's get him off our books, to be honest. Tilson's coming back. That's Unville, Orsi. Yeah, thanks for that. He's brilliant. And we will see next game here against Southend, who are down in 4th. We are 6 points clear of them and still 4 points behind Dagenham, so we're quite secure in the 2nd spot in the league. But you will see that Rochdale now are 4 points ahead of us, so we are playing catch up with them. If you did enjoy, please do leave a like, please do subscribe, and I will catch you next time as we face Southend. Goodbye.